This is a complete surprise. We'll see if we get anyone join us. I'm not meant to be doing a live today, but I got released again. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see if anyone joins us. And if they do, we'll make something. I have gone ahead and made a little swatch this morning. Oh, we've got somebody join. Oh, it's Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Just spoke to you. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I just thought I'd pop on. Like always, haven't got anything planned, but I did just start playing with the fabulous new crushed velvet paper, and I thought, wow, these, how gorgeous does that look? So I thought, well, I'm just sitting here playing, I might as well do it with you guys. So I'll wait and we'll see, and then Paul's going to do me some die cutting, and we'll make something maybe. There's Tracy. Hi, Tracy. I'll take my sandals off, got sweaty feet. We'll see what happens. So I did go to my jewellery service this morning. I had to be there for 10:30, and at 11 we got sent home again. So I don't think I've got to go tomorrow, but I might be back next week. So we'll see. I have to play it by ear. Right. Some news that I can tell you is these sold out. They're now back in stock, as did the wheelbarrow, back in stock, and the garden essentials back in stock. All of the other ones have all been topped up. We've had more stock in on the velvet. Now, when I did my live on Tuesday, my surprise live, I've got the paper next to me. I forgot to even show it you. That's why I added a little video. But this is the velvet paper. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it die cuts so crisp. There's 10 colours. They come in packs of 10. And how much are they, Paul? $4.99. So, yeah. I'm going to do some die cutting with those, and we'll see how we go. So I'm just going to flip you around so you can see what I'm doing. I don't need to take you up the shop, I don't think, because everything's the same as Tuesday, apart from the fact that there's a few more spaces. But yeah, I just wanted to have a look at some of the flowers. So this is the zinnia. And I'm just going to... Where is it? Oh, if any of you haven't got one of these yet, they're literally like £1. And this is what I used to make my swatch. So I just laid it down, drew round it in, it was actually a black biro, and then done my swatch in there. Now I might cut those out and put them on a little D-ring, jump ring, and have it as like a little swatch ring. But I've done it like this, so I've got the space around, and it can quite easily go into my box. Now, something else that I've made since the last live was this one. Now, I don't know if you have seen, let me show you. So, the fretwork, on Jamie's last release, there was 6 different styles of these. Some had got music notes, some had got dots, stripes, and then there was like this fretwork one, a swirly one, and then like a floral pattern. But I looked at that and I thought, wow, that would make a really nice kind of fancy garden trellis. So I cut, because there's 3 dies in there, this one will cut into the card. I cut 2 on a strip, and then I put one of the plant pots at the bottom, this like little trough. And then cut out some of the flowers and pop them in. So it just needs a sentiment on there. And I've got just the one that I can put on there, but I'll add that. And I was allowed to have a wood grain stamp in the end. So I did that for my background. So that it needs finishing off, but I just thought it looked really, really quite fancy. I played on this one first because I was going for like a wrought iron kind of finish, But yeah, real nice intricate designs. So that was that one. Oh, you've got that quiet tape now, Paul. So let's start off with just trying to find the die. So we're going to use this one here. And I'm going to use some of the forest just to lay that down. I'm going to run that through the die cutter. And then I'll run it through again, but just to get the head, because I want to get 2 or 3 of these. I think it will make a really nice card. This is the bit that I was hoping Paul would do for me. He's sat down, he's not really not really helping me. Let's stick this one on. So I'm just running through another one of those in the green. So I've got 3, and what I might do is just sort of like overlay them. There we go. And then I need 2 heads in that gorgeous, I think the yellow one is called Honey, if I remember rightly. And so just the head, twice. There's that one and that one. Thank you. Right, he's going to do some die cutting for me now. So let's pull this down. So it's got a real nice kind of texture to it. And I'm going to grab one of my water-based ink pads. This is the dark green. And I'm just going to rub it over. I don't want to cover all of it, but I just want to get a little bit of detailing around the edges of them leaves. But obviously I'm going carefully because they're quite delicate. There we go. That's those. And then I'm going to take this, this is from the brown set, it's the darker brown. And I'm just going to run that over. Okay. These are just the heads, but I'll keep those on for the minute. And as I run that over there, all of that detail from the die just pops out. That's one. Got a bit of green on that one, never mind. And that's another one. So I'm just going to now snip these off. Like so. And then I can attach them onto here. Put my glue on. I've lost my little applicator. I don't know where it's gone. Now, because they've got like a scalloped kind of edge, there is a way that it goes so that they all line up. Get some real nice shape behind that. And then this one. Like so. So I can kind of get a little bit of a bunch. Now, I think we need a pot for that to go in. So there should be. And I'm quite liking the look of this barrel one. Let's take that out. Now, do we have, what colour, other colour papers do we have?
We've got like dusky one.
Dusky? Oh, like for the terracotta. Let's have a little look. It's almost like can't separate it. It's a bit pinky, yeah. Or I suppose you could pass for terracottery. This one is called Weathered. We've got the denim. We've got white, we've got cream. We've got this minty colour. I'm torn between these two. So I'm going to die cut one out of each. And if I just pop that on there. I don't know about you guys, but it's quite windy here. And all of a sudden there's a big gust and everything goes. One of each of them. Okay. That's nice. Paul's just die cutting the pots for me. And again, because there's embossed detail in them, I'm going to run an ink pad over them to highlight the texture. What colour have we got first? And with each one, you do get that little slit so we can poke our flowers in. I'm feeling, let's see what this colour will look like. Yeah, I think we'll get away with that. Okay. I don't know if I've done that on the front or the back, so I'm going to do it on both sides. Oh, I've just ripped that. Paulie, can I have another one? I've just ripped it. I might get away with it. Let's have a look at this terracottery one. I can't work out if I'm on the front or the back. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I think that is the front. This one, I feel like it needs a bit, probably more of a black on it. Oh, that's better. That shows it better, doesn't it? Right, be gentle at the top, Hazel.
Yeah, my services are quality.
Are they? So just giving that a nice circular press. I'm going to put some brown on there too because the other has that. And then if I wanted to darken that up, I'm going to grab a little bit of circuit breaker, which is here. I'm just going to tap it down like so. And then just pop a little bit of water in there. I'm just going to try it on the back. Yeah, okay. I need a tiny bit more water. So then I can add in, and then this should deposit a slight little bit of mica on there as well. Just trying to keep within that line. I'm not worried about the little rivet dots. And I haven't got my glasses on either. Yeah, that's like looking proper barrely now. So I'll do the next one. So even though there wasn't like a brown paper, that corally one has been was the perfect colour because I rubbed the brown and black pad over, and then just by adding the detail in with the enchanted sprinkles, yeah. If I lift that up now, you'll be able to see. That's perfect. Perfect. Right. So then, just going to have a little look. If I can squeeze all of them down the back there. just to see if it looks top heavy or if we need anything else. Oh yeah, you see, that's beautiful. Nice little barrel of flowers. So now I've just got to create a card for it to go on. Now, this is a good thing. So that's dried on there, but if I put water to it, that absolutely reactivates it. So if you've got one of those little plastic paint palettes and you've tapped out some of your powder in them, but you don't use it, it's not going to get wasted because it will dry and then you can reactivate it. So I'm just going to wipe it up now so I can do the next bit. I liked that one too. I could have chosen, couldn't I? But I like that because the warmth matches the flowers. Right then. I'm still looking at this and I can't do anything with it. But look, can you see me? We've got ears. If I was a good drawer, I'd draw them, you know, them pictures that you see on Facebook and they're like really like nice bright paints, but they've got just like little outlines. I'd draw in the ears and get the eyes and then the nose. And that's like, I can see a Labrador. Paul can't see anything. Some people said mountains. Others said a champagne bottle. But I'll do something with it. I'm not sure what, but I will. Okay, so also in this pack you get these elements. Now I have die cut some of them. And you also get some extra leaves as well. These ones here. So I can continue the theme and rub the little green ink pad over there to show the detail up. And then these ones, they're from the daisy set. If I wanted to add maybe some smaller flowers in, or maybe I didn't want to have 3 in there, but I quite like the 3 in there because it kind of fills it out. I would like this one to be lower. So what I probably would do is just snap that down, or maybe take that leaf off, just so that I can get that further in. In fact, I'll take that one off as well. So I can get that one lower down and then I could have more like so. I quite like it like that. And then I could use these other leaves to poke in and fill that out, and also some of these ones as well. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Get in there. Yep. So if I did want to add any of these extra ones in, I would just do the same and rub over. It's a little bit hard. It probably would be easier to rub this over the paper first before you die cut it. That would be a much easier way of doing it. Did you have to pay extra for that tape, Paul?
Yeah.
So, Paul has paid extra for tape that it's called quiet tape, so that when he's wrapping the parcels, when I'm doing a live, you can't all hear him taping your orders up. So I'm just going to add this on a few of these. I might use them, I might not. This one, I'm just going to rub it in. That one's a bit dark now I've done that, but it is what it is. I mean, considering I'm supposed to be a drawing service, my hands are dirty quick, aren't they? I might overlay them to make them fuller. Yeah. Yeah, that will work. Okay, let's get some green on these ones. I'm going to move them to the side. And this is just to highlight the detail. And I think my card, I'm going to keep it quite simple, which is going to be hard for me, but I'm going to do it. Okay, so I've got all of my elements ready. Bring that down. Grab that across. Let's make myself some room. Now, where is that beautiful stamp? Eh?
Here.
So, the wood grain stamp I'm going to use for my background. I'm going to stamp that down, and then I'm just going to have this on the top. So I'm going to slide that over. I'm going to clean my area. I think this is going to be... What size card shall I do that on? Let's see how much that... Just going to do a quick measure. It's about 15 centimetres. Could I fit it on a 6x6 card? No, I'm going to do a 5x7 card today. So I'm just chopping and making a card. And I've got myself a topper to go on it. So I'm going to keep this on the acetate backing, and I'm gonna use something really nice. What am I going to use? This is walnut stain. I'm just gonna rub that over, and doesn't matter if I don't get a print all over. I'm not going for a perfect finish, but it'll be nice if I could, almost. So then I'm just going to finish that piece there. There we go. Can't even see the join, but I've got that nice kind of wood grain. Now what I could also do, just going to give that a bit of a spritz, just to warm that colour up a bit, because I want to have a look at these. Yeah, that works quite nice. And I want that to kind of dry naturally, because if I don't want too much colour to come off of it. I've got dirty fingers, look. It's fine. Right, have I got... I've got Christmas green. I'm going to find it if it kicks me. Christmas green. Right. But I want to put just a little bit. I want it to be more of a moss green, you see. So I'm thinking that if I put a little tiny bit of... I mean, I could be wrong. That's a little bit of circuit breaker. See what we get. It's a bit... Okay, let's put some spring green in. I'm just going to keep mixing till I get the colour that I want. So now I'm a bit of spring green. Yeah, that's toned. I'm going to put another bit. Another bit of that in. That's kind of good. And then I'm going to put a little bit of golden yellow in. Oh no, will that make it blue? Let's just see. Right, I think that's all right. I'm going to put in some more water. Now, ideally, a fan brush would be perfect for this, but I just want to put a few splats in the background, and I've got, look, I've got a lot of pigment there. I'll get some over that bit where my and then I want some golden, bit of golden yellow. Just clean my brush off. Still packed with green. Still packed with green. Oh, it'll do. I hope I'm not getting this splattered up my top. Okay, so a few little splats of colour. That's one way of doing it. What I could have done is tapped down a few bits of pigment and then spritzed, and that would have given me a darker, in fact, yeah, let's just do that because I quite like that. I'm going to give that a blast with my heat gun. It's not completely dry. But it's enough. Okay, so now we've got this kind of effect. I'm just going to swap out this matte because I can't waste that on there. And I'm going to bring this one in. Okay. Let's just have a little look at what that would look like on that background. I think that's quite, just a hint of colour coming out from behind. I think that looks quite warm. That's going to work. So to start off with, I'm going to place my pot. So just using my nails to shape that a bit. And ideally, I would like that to be a bit of, just going to give this a little bit of glue around the edge. And then also on this edge there. Just position that. I've got like a slight arc there, but that bit can go down flat. Perfect. Okay. And then I can arrange. I did that one a bit taller, didn't I? Yeah, everything's going to work in. That's good. I can place some foam pads behind there, and I did want to add a little bit darker ink around here. And I feel like I want to go, let's go with this this brown, because it kind of matches more in with the pot. Now, one thing I will say, I haven't seen any, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not giving me any comments again today, which is weird. So when Paul's finished inputting the parcel, I'll get him to check and see if there's any questions from you all. Now, if you've got any stencils, you could put a little stencil in the background. That would look cool. I'm just looking over there. Something. I'll see if I can find one to hand, because I think that would look really quite nice. Or even a bit of script. Oh, it's got to be griddage. Bit of griddage or something. Let me see if I can... Oh, I bet I haven't got a griddage here, have I? I might have.
I'm sure you are.
Do you think I will have? Let's go find griddage. Where are you hiding, griddage?
Griddage is limited stock. When it's gone, it's gone.
Griddage is limited stock. When it's gone, it's gone. And that's hilarious because mine has gone. It's gone walkies. Right. I haven't even got my other things here. I want something to go in the background, and I want it to be a stamp or a stencil. So, I've got my BDI out there. What can I use? Bear with me, I won't be a minute. Oh, I see a question. You saw an elephant. You can see a giraffe. I see all the comments now. What is mica? It's like a it's a powder form that's kind of iridescent, and it's inside here with pigment. So in here is dye-based pigment, and
Mica is a mineral known for layering, that you can lay a structure that allows them to easily split into thin, flexible particles.
come closer and say that again. Paul's found it for you. He'll give you a proper... Oh, here we go. Mica refers to a group... What bit did you just read me? Basically a mineral, and it gives a lovely shine to your product. So you can use mica powders on top of sticky inks to get beautiful effects in your paints. They look amazing. They give a gorgeous shine. Most of the time they're within a product, which is fabulous. Right, let me find...
It's a natural mineral pigment.
Natural mineral pigment.
Mineral.
Paul. I know why, because I got rid of my 2 connections. I'm just going with this. I'm going with it, but I absolutely... This is what happens when you've got half a craft room here and half a craft room at home. Paul, you see those funky fossils? I'm going to nick one of those. I could maybe this one. I mean, it doesn't really, yeah. I mean, anything like this would look nice in the background. I don't feel like I want to put that one on there. I know what I'm using. It's not available. It's from one of my collections. A lot of you will have it. This one was Vintage Stones. So I'm just going to blend a little bit of this in the background. Just to give it a little something. I knew I'd get my hand on something. Okay. There we go. That should be perfect. That's it. Phew. Right, now I can stick and layer these in. So this one is going to go off to the side a little bit. Oh, please can you pass me some of them foam pads? That roll of foam pads. I've nearly finished my first roll of these. And I'm just going to cut. Poke that in. Maybe there. And then this one. And then this one. And then we've got extra little leaves to pop in. Just filling that out. Just look at that little. Might need an extra flower there. We okay? Oh, you've got. Thank you. I have eyes on you now. I can see everybody's comments. Maybe coming down the pot. That'd be nice. That might work. Just offset them slightly. And then I'll put a little one up here. Now I will need to pop something in the middle of there, but I'm thinking that could fit under there. Like so. I wish that, oh, I've still got it. I've still got it. Oh. Let's bring this back up because I might just use, let's see how the paint reacts. Just going to add I want it to be black. That's not black. Circuit breaker. Come on, where are you? There we go. So I'm just popping a little bit of black on there. And I'm just going to dot and try and get a little bit of the yellow on there too. That one. And what will happen then is the mica will just give that a little bit of beautiful. Scruffy them petals up. There we go. And then should we put my card blank? this should be the one. So I'm just looking for a scoring tool, which I know I had. Can't find it, so we'll use this. Inches hazel. 5. And then before I stick that on, I want to edge that in a little bit of black. Just a little rub around the edge. Perfect. It looks like I'm putting lots of glue on. I'm not. It's just a tiny, tiny amount. Make sure that that's not coming off. This is looking very rustic, very almost harvesty. I don't know, am I right? Almost look like sunflowers, in fact. You can see that the little peeking through, that nice little burst of colour. Right, let's see where we are. Again, thank you all for joining me, because yeah, I definitely wasn't meant to be on, but I just thought I'd surprise you all. Oh, but they're 100%. There's no live on Saturday. And I will play it by ear for the week after, because I should still be on jury service, but I might get let off, if that makes sense. But I will keep you informed, as always. Now, all that remains to pop on there is a little sentiment, and I'm going to keep that without a sentiment on it until I need it. But I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to show the crushed velvet papers and the detail. There is a video on the page where you can see all of the texture. So yeah, we've used those. We've used the zinnia. We've used the plant pots. We've used the wood grain background. Thank you, Lisa. That's very kind. So let's flip you around. Oh, it won't spin down. There we go. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed watching me create that card. I will take a picture and I'll upload it to YouTube and onto Dragon's Papercraft page too. So whatever you're doing at the weekend, have a fabulous time, and I will catch up with you sometime next week. Take care. Bye-bye.